Hare Krishna. So let's do the opening prayers together and then we will continue with the session. Ajnanaतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुन् श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीरूपं श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहागणा रघुनाथवितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहागणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते कांच गौरकी हरे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा everyone. So good to have you, and I can see a lot of cameras. Wow, good to see you. So let me stop this and let me get to the other website. Not the website, the presentation. Why did I say website? Oh, because we've been thinking about website. We are working on a website. Amazing Krishna conscious website. All right, okay, here we go. And let me maximize it. And I hope you can still see the screen, right? Great. Thank you, Navani, for your node. So what we're going to do, the participants list is open, the chat is open, because we would like to have the engaging audience, right? Okay. So welcome everyone to this series of self-discovery or the journey of self-discovery. On YouTube, if you look for these, there are many sessions available from all around the world, from Australia to America, and a lot of them in UK as well. So this series is very famous. There are a couple of books written on this topic as well. But the way we are doing it, we are keeping it very engaged way. So we need to understand what we're doing so we can have the impact in our life, right? Remember that knowledge which we will not able to implement is not really very good. We need to have it implemented in our life on a daily basis. So right, so just to revise you what we have already done it, some of you would remember, some of you would not. I hope everyone would remember. Though we did talk about the one thing everyone seek for, and that is that is happiness, right? And there are different means of happiness. Then we went through and we said different people look for different things. Humans are different, animals are different. There are few common things and few differences. And this is the famous verse of Mahabharata, in which they says that there are four things which are common between animal and humans. So the whole point is, if we are not doing anything special, anything extra than these four things, then we are as good as animals. And they are sleeping, eating, enjoying, and defending. Seed, SEED. What else is required? What else is there? Are we better than animal? We don't know. It depends. What do we do? How do we do? We have seen many other examples, and we will see more examples today because we need to relate it to today's. Remember, this all is coming from our Shastras, our Vedic culture, which is like, well, it's much more older, but at least 5,000 years old, because Kali Yuga is 5,000 years old. So it's very old. But the way it's been presented to us in the context of modern times. So we are in 21st century and it's still valid to us, right? Now we say there are a few differences what we can make being humans, and they are higher inquiry. We have the ability to make inquiry. We can ask for those questions which others can't. Then we know the difference between happiness and bliss. Happiness is material, bliss is spiritual. And then we have the ability to make choices, and then we need to have the determination going in order to make those choices, right? Then going forward, what we think, right? Ability to inquire, or we have seen this. Now this one, what we say, seed is the common thing, and we have the potential of A, B, C, D. And this is what we need to remember. We do need to involve ourselves. If not, then we are not as good as animals. So that's the whole point of this series, that what we are. This is the first part. Well, anybody knows what the meaning of this? This is Sanskrit. Atho Brahma Jigyasa. Anyone knows what does that mean? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone want to put in the chat? And welcome everyone who have just joined. Shreyash has joined. Jay has just joined. Tanmay is here. Amog is here. Ojas is here. Pew is here. Shivani is here. So good to have you all. And of course, Ishan is here. Adi is here. Okay, anyone, what does this mean? Any one word out of this? Jigyasa. Okay, this is what we say. Atho Brahma Jigyasa. Jigyasa is the curiosity, the inquiry, the search everyone is making. If you think people, a lot of time you ask people, how's it going? People say, well, okay. Or sometimes people say, we are getting there. And if you ask the other question, follow-up question, getting where? Where are you trying to get to? And everybody has some sort of destination in their mind where they would like to get to. And that's what we say, that is the jigyasa, is the curiosity each and every one of us has. We are looking for the real happiness. We have all the temporary success, but even after that, we are looking for the spiritual success. And I just noticed Krishna Chaitanya is there, Navneet is there. Of course, you have always been there, but in case I didn't mention your names. So we were there. Does God exist? We will see. Who is God? We will know. Who am I? And what's the relationship between us and God? And then this, a lot of people ask, why do bad things happen to good people? And why do good things happen to bad people? Another way around. And Jay has just joined. Hare Krishna. So we have two Jays, which is great. It's Jay to everyone. And then we will see yoga, as I said, is the union, how we come together. So moving forward, this is again some of those things we have seen, and I'm going to do a quiz very soon because we have done the quiz. We will skip the first and second quiz. We will start with the third quiz, which we have done it. So that was the last quiz we did it. But just before, we said there are few issues we have in our life, and these problems are real because it happens to everyone. Everyone gets trouble while getting birth. Ooh, everybody die, whether we want it or not, we got to die. A lot of people, and if well, we are not in India, but those people in my age would remember in India when people die, it's a what we say public possession. People see on the road that the dead body is going to the crematorium where they're going to burn the dead body. Here it happens all private. In UK and America, most of the world, it happens very, very private. Nobody knows. And people, if because people don't see others dying that often, which in India they do, not only because the number of people are more, but this used to be, and a lot, most of the time still it is, not in isolation though, but when people die, other people see, and they sing something. They sing. Anybody know what they sing? Sing or chant? When somebody is dying, they're taking the dead body to the crematorium.
Does this sing Ram Ram Satya?
Thank you, Jay. Yes, that's it. Ram Ram Satya. And that reminds me that Jay, I think, is from India at the moment, right? So it is. You are. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for that. And if you think about it, it's a lot of people in many countries. And personally, somebody has said to me that you are from India and it's a blessing to be from India. I said, why? He said, because you guys make it sure that everybody knows that death is going to be there. A lot of times, families, they don't want to talk about death, but it's one of those things which will happen to everyone. It's one of those things which will never cheat us, which will never miss the appointment. And it's when we read Bhagavad Gita, we realize that death is not the end. It's not. And that's why, being devotees, we don't need to be afraid of dying. Of course, we have attachments with the families and we think of in that terms. But when we read Bhagavad Gita, we understand what the process is. But what we are saying here is that this is one of the real problem. Everybody, everybody is going to get birth and then die. And unfortunately, we all get diseases. And these diseases could be small, these diseases could be big. It could be just a cough, sneeze, bow wow. And we do grow old. And those of you, well, not many of you here, but when people grow old, ooh, the body troubles, right? So these four things everybody got to go through. Now, these are what we call real problem. So what does body means? Birth, old age, disease, and Yamraj. Last time, a lot of you said that this is what you remember. One thing, if you remember from the previous class, body. Now, moving forward, we did mention in the next quiz, going to use these words. Anybody knows what this word says? We did briefly mention it. Adhyatmik or adhyatmika, it says, because in Sanskrit we add a at the end. Adhyatmik. It means spiritual. But sorry, Jay, go on.
I was just gonna say spiritual.
Sorry, yeah, I asked the question and I said it too quick. My bad. But there's something else apart from spiritual. Spiritual is just the literal translation of adhyatmic. But what did we say in this respect? Well, I will scroll. I will scroll further. Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, and Adi Devik. So we saw these three. Anybody knows the difference between these three? What's happening in these slides? Adhyatmic, just one person, and you can see a lot of words around. Adhyatmic, somebody from outside is troubling you. And Adi Devik. Okay, Shivani, you got the hand raised, please. Okay, Shivani, you're on mute.
Could you quickly go to the first one?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but basically, I think the word means it's really stress and annoying. Like it says stress, no sleep, fear, worry, late nights, job, work. Like that's troubling you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Shivani. Okay. Yeah, Navneet, got your hand as well. In virtual background, sometimes it's hard to see that hand, but I think you did raise your hand, Navneet. Go on, please. Any of these three, if you like to.
The second one is about material. enjoyment. And
Very
then the
important.
last one is problems caused by demigods.
Fantastic. Thank you, Navneet. So yes, like what Shivani says, Adhyatmic, being spiritual, is the mind and the body. So our body is troubling us or our mind is troubling us. That's called Adhyatmic. So these three different types of miseries we have. Nobody can skip these three miseries. We get these three miseries in our life. Next time, if you see yourself in trouble or somebody else in trouble, try to identify that which misery is this. Adhyatmic, body and mind. And then Navneet said, rightly, Adi Bhautik. These are external, somebody from outside troubling us, basically material life, right? It could be anyone or anything. And then we have the final one, Adi Devik. Devik is for Deva, for Devta. They are demigods. If they trouble us in a mass level. So COVID could come into this category. And so these three, remember them, they are going to be in the quiz. And maybe now is the time for quiz. Okay, let's just see this because that's where we left last time. All right, so to summarize whatever we have done so far, right? So we have seen this, that relative issues are, which could be for one, but not for others. Some people love sugar, some people don't. For some people, sugar is dangerous, but some people love to have sugar and they can have it because they have been maintaining their body. So this is what we call relative issues, relative problems of life. It's not the real or absolute problem because it doesn't. But these things we discussed, these are the, like what we said, Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmic. These are the problems everybody faces. We talked about body, those four stages everybody gonna go to, right? Now, I think it's time for, okay, we have seen this. Okay, in this, what we can see, body and then the miseries caused by one's own body and mind. This is going to be in the quiz. That's Adhyatmic. Adhyatmic. Atma is soul. So Adhyatmic, body and mind. Other living entities, Adi Bhautik. Bhautik is material. Natural disturbances or disasters, this is Adi Devik, right? Okay, so recap of that. I think we did do this. So the difference is that common with animals, seed, we have seen it so many times. Difference is that we have the ability to inquire. And the real problem is body, and there's AA. These were three different types of miseries. We have the temporary solution, we have the permanent solution. Right thing at wrong place. I will discuss what this is, but more interesting than this is this picture. This is going to summarize everything we have discussed so far. And I think I have not shared this slide. I know some of you did ask for it, my bad. I will share this, and I'm reading the chat at the moment. So that is caused by demigods. Okay, Navneet says that is caused by demigods. So this is Adi Devik. Kana said Adi Devik means floods, earthquake type miseries. Yes, Adi Devik is called by demigods and they are like the natural disaster. Very nice. Thank you to both of you. So I will share this slide with you in PDF format maybe because the format remains intact. So you will have this with you. This is a really good summary of what we can discuss with anyone. All right, okay. So that's where we will start. But before that, let me just pause and let me get the poll out. All right, okay. So as I said before, the first two polls, we have done it a few times, so we will not do it. And the poll is coming on your way now. You should be able to see, this is the, okay, so there are 5 questions there. All right, okay, somebody being very quick. I wish I could see who has just done it. I'm sure the person who has just done it must be the fastest finger on Kahoot, because Kahoot gives you extra bonus points being the fastest. Okay, we can see the J as well, which is good. Oh, J is gone. We don't mind, it's okay. We understand it's pretty late there. Adi is there, Navneet is there, Shivani is there, and 3 of you have done it. And I'm going to go quiet.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm trying to once I've finished, it says submit, but when I try to press submit, it doesn't work.
All right, Shivani. I think you got the technical help with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, that was working. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess couple of you are left. So let me just chant once and then I will close the polling. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I'm going to end the poll now.
I'm
Well done.
not yet.
Oh, sorry, Adi. Okay, if I will relaunch the... Okay, Adi, let me... Sorry, I thought everybody done it. If I will relaunch, everybody will have to do it again. How about this? I share the results and you can let me know your results, okay?
Okay.
So sorry, Adi. All right, so I'm going to share the results now. Hope everybody could see the results. And Adi, please let me know if your answers were different than what it is. So the first one, what are the 4 defects of human life? And they are considered as defects as per the Vedic culture. Birth, death, disease, old age. That's right. Fear of flight. Oops, fear of flight. Maybe for someone. The correct answer is the first one. Correct. Thank you, Adi. What does body stands for? So the first one gives us the answer for the second one. But yes, the last one was Yamraj. And somebody said yummy. Wow, maybe the same person here. Somebody said 180. Wow, not sure why. Okay. Third question, what does adhyatmic, and why did I say multiple choice? Because due to weather, due to body, yes, due to mind, yes. So whoever said body and mind, that's the correct. Or both A and B is the correct. Thank you. So Ishan said same. I got everything correct. Very nice. Very nice, Shivani. Very nice, Ishan. You have already checked everything. Adi says I got everything correct. Great. Oh, wow. You guys are quick, smart, efficient, fantastic. So Adi Bautik, you got it right. And Adi Devik, you got it right. Very nice. Those of you who haven't got right, all of them, I'm sure you can see what the correct answer is. For example, the fourth one, body, mind, no. Due to others, yes. And then Adi Devik. COVID is not here in Adi Bautik. COVID got to be Adi Devik. So what is Adi Devik? Adi Devik is not body, not due to weather, due to demigods. Yes, that's the correct answer. So fantastic. I'm going to stop sharing results. I haven't had the last one. Oh, right. Okay. No worries, Adi. The last one is Adi Devik, which is due to demigods. Right? Okay. Thank you. I'm going to stop sharing now. So this is the third one we have done it. And we do have the fourth one with us. And hopefully we will do that as well in a bit. Okay, moving forward. So what are we saying? We said we... Okay, sorry. Adi, you were saying something?
No.
Oh, okay. So Adi, there is a bit of background noise. If you don't mind, I will just put you on mute. Yeah? Oh, you have done it. Fantastic. Thank you, Adi. So kind of you. So any questions so far, whatever we have discussed? If not, we are going to discuss something new. So far, it was just the revision because I understand you guys are very busy schooling from home. There are so many distractions these days. So it might be fair, I guess, to remind you what we have discussed. That's why we did the revision. Now moving forward, okay? Any question, anytime, I'm reading the chat. Feel free to raise your hand if you have your camera on. If your camera is off, feel free to raise your virtual hand or just put yourself unmute and shout, scream. Not to scare everyone, but just to grab the attention. Because I know kids, you love doing it, getting attention. Yeah, I do it sometimes. I love it. Right, so I'm a kid, just a big older then that's it. So modern technology, what we say is everybody these days, I'm sure a lot of guys know about AI, right? And I found the article another friend of mine sent this morning, what AI could learn from Buddhism. So I thought, wow, AI is the cutting edge technology people are talking about.
AI.
AI, okay, AI. Sorry, I used the jargons. I said AI. Who knows what AI means? A for Alpha, I for India. Jay, please.
Prabhuji, does AI stand for artificial technology
It
and
is.
intelligence?
It is. Thank you, Jay. Jay is in year 4. Trust me, when I was in year 4, I didn't have a clue of anything.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please, Jay.
I'm in year 5.
Oh, you are in year 5 now, of course. Thank you. Well, my apologies, of course. Due to COVID, I haven't seen you for that long. So I forgot. You must have gone to year 5 now. Thank you for correcting me, Jai. And that's the best part of it. As you know, I make so many mistakes. Feel free to keep correcting me. Thank you, Jai. So Jai is year 5, but trust me, I know him for a while. He was even brilliant in year 4 as well. So thank you, Jay. AI is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is like a computer, right? Computer will do something for us, but computer do something based on the rules we have told computer. So if you have the calculator with you, calculator will never tell you that 3 plus 2 is 4 because we have given the information to calculator that 3 plus 2 is 5. I'm correct, yeah. 3 plus 2 is 5, right? So calculator will never give us any wrong answers there. But that's not artificial intelligence. That's just our intelligence we have given to the calculator, and some rules are there. But what if a machine will think of its own? The answers we have not given to the machine will find those answers for us, right? And there could be many scenarios. We will not go, maybe not at the moment, but let's discuss what's happening in the picture. So who thinks, or what do you think? What this man is doing there? Corbis.
Like the man is really stressed out due to certain reasons.
Fantastic. Thank you. Now, he's stressed out for certain reasons. Now, we did talk about Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik, and Adi Devik, right? We don't think anybody is troubling him, like physically, not really, no. And we don't think anything has gone wrong, or well, maybe he's depressed because of COVID. But if you really think about it, it looks like on the left, we look, if you think he lives in that city. Now, this is a beautiful city, right? Full of technology. And he got almost everything he wants. He got a nice job. He got a nice laptop, mobile. He can play Roblox or any other game he wants to, right? But still, he's stressed. What city is that? Ishan, I thought you might ask it because you are one of those clever ones. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I got to check it. It could be Newcastle though, because Newcastle is supposed to be, Newcastle is very renowned for bridges. So it could be Newcastle. I've been to Newcastle many years back. I don't remember, but to be honest, I don't know. I will see if I can find out. It's certainly, the whole idea is that the place is very hyper, full of technology, right? So, but still the guy is sad. Everything absolutely right. Okay, great. So now why? Because this is what we think, that modern technology gives us temporary relief. What does that really mean, temporary relief? That after a while, we are going to get upset. For example, if somebody loves chocolate or ice cream, if we take one, we will enjoy, we would like to have, we have the desire to have another one. We can have another one. We can have the third one, fourth one, fifth one. But after a while, what will happen? We will not get the pleasure out of it. And that's what we say temporary, right? That's what we say temporary. It doesn't really matter how modern we are. Doesn't matter how much we have. At the end of the day, those things are only going to give us temporary, right? So what we're thinking here, one solution, another problem. Now somebody thinks, oh, car, I want the best car in the world, right? But on the right, you think, people say, oh, well, we want like, this could be from Delhi. because I'm from Delhi. In Delhi, the chief minister, I don't know what's happening now, but chief minister made the rule that people will have to restrict to which days they will drive. Why? Because of the pollution, because of the congestion. But if the car was there, because the car was a solution to a problem, means of transport, but then it became the problem, right? So one solution for one could become the problem for others. And this is what we are trying to understand here in this slide. For example, modern car, more pollution. A modern car will hopefully should have less pollution, especially when we talk about EV, electric vehicle. But yes, what we from this what we can understand is that something which is a solution for someone could be a problem for other. And this is what we're thinking. Another example in Bhagavad Gita is, oh, you need more modern car, more pollution. Ah, right. Okay. Sorry, I understood that wrong. Thanks, Navneet. Yes, I think you're right. If that's what you meant, if modern cars, people want modern cars, people want more and more of you, more cars, and of course, more problems. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Navneet, to clarify that. One solution, another problem. And there are many examples. From Bhagavad Gita, there is one example which says milk and curd. Curd is made up of milk. Somebody might like milk, somebody might not like yogurt, and it could be other way around, right? But we are, and there are many more. When we will get to that in Bhagavad Gita, we will discuss further. But this is another one that if technology will fall into wrong hands, then it could be a disaster. And this is what we're saying. And there are many examples there. If you read history, we can understand World War I, World War II. More foods, less nutrition. Of course, there was a time people used to eat fruits, but now what we eat, well, I won't say we all eat that, but some of us, or maybe not, maybe all of us are healthy, but of course there are people out there who eat junk food, and you eat so much, but you only get very less nutrition value out of it. You won't get the vitamins, you won't get the minerals. Now, hopefully you will get a lot of calories out of them, but we don't need so much, especially while we are working from home or doing the schooling, right? So we need to think of it. It's a shame, but that's the reality of the life. Oh, right, there is a theme going there. Anybody knows what was the theme? Ooh, this is the theme. Remember this is one of those things we discussed at the front. Not necessary. Thank you, Ishan. Yes, that's the key really, Ishan, what you understood there, that it's not necessary. Life is going to be simple if we will just work with what we need rather than what we want. If we understand that, then we are going to get the bliss.
Prabhu,
Yes, please, Krishna Chaitanya.
what did Ishan say?
Ishan said in the chat that not necessary. Oh, not necessarily. All right. Sorry, Ishan. Did I understand? Okay, yeah, Aaron said something from the back. It can be electric or hybrid. Yes, it can be electric or hybrid. Okay, so initially I understood Ishan wrong, but I thought he was saying that not necessary, which means the things we need, we usually work for, that not necessary. For example, we have a car, but we would like to have a much expensive, much bigger car. We don't need it, but we want it. Why? Maybe because our friends got it, our relatives got it. This is why I understood what Ishan said. But no, I was wrong again. Well, I'm about to make the hat trick there. I'm not, or have I already made it? I don't know. I love making mistakes because that's the proof that we are trying something new. But Ishan is saying it can be an electric or hybrid car. Yes, if it's electric or hybrid car, then it's much better. But again, the congestion is going to be there. So the whole, or hydrogen, yes, yeah, of course, you guys are the future. And we are counting on you because I don't think we're going to do much. We are still surviving on oil and gas, but I'm sure by the time we all will retire, you guys will take the charge and you will work with, well, EV will be there hopefully within our time, but hydrogen is another source we are working on. Yes. Interesting enough, this morning we were watching the documentary about the world largest hydrogen collider, and which is amazing. It's amazing. We got in CERN, CERN. And Navneet said nitrogen, of course, yes, yeah. It's there are many possibilities there, certainly. Right. But what we're saying here is that the theme is that we look for the wealth, we look for the power, we look for the beauty, family, position, fame, and we try to impress from all these things. We don't really need things for that. And Ishan said lots of substances. Yes, yeah, of course. There are many, many opportunities there. So what we're going to do, what we are thinking, oops, right, okay. Anybody knows who she is or she was? Material wealth, Navneet said yes. Yes, wealth, Prince Diana. Yes, Ishan, you are correct. We were there in Paris where she had the crash.
Dinah Palmer.
Yes, thank you. I forgot who said it. Jay said it. Fantastic, Jay. Yes, yeah. She was one of those princess people really, really loved. And this is what she said. Anybody would like to read? If you can see right on the top,
Can I read the following?
please, Jay, go on.
My only desire is to take birth in a poor family in the next life, as I consider I will be more happy in that situation.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. That's what I mean, she was a princess. She could have been the queen, but that's what she wanted. Now, out of how many of 14 of us here, who would like to get the birth in a poor family, right? I don't think anybody, right? But she was super rich, famous, and she was a very kind-hearted person, but she wanted to have it. Somebody else, very famous, coming on the screen now. Right. Okay.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Yes, that's right. And thank you, Ishan. You're right. Yes, yeah. She'd Dan Princess. She died in a crash in Paris, and while we were there.
Wait, you know when she said she wants to be born in a poor family?
Yes.
Like I think it means like she had more difficulties of being a queen.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and very, very, very valid point. Thank you, Navneet, for that. That what we really think people they would like to get rich. Now, most of the guys, if you speak to your parents, if you say, "What will you do if you will get £1 billion or $1 billion tomorrow morning?" And then I think most of the people will say, "I will never go back to job. I will never go back to office," right? So we do need to think of this. But we will discuss. Jai, you got your virtual hand up. Please go on.
And Prabhuji, like we said that princess, she wanted to be in a poor family. I think she also meant that sometimes people don't like being very famous and having people around them because they want to just live a normal life without people interfering in their personal things. Because sometimes they get so overcrowded where they go that they don't like it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jay. Yes, yeah. The point Navneet made, and then Jay clarified it. I would definitely agree with that.
Because wherever they go, even like they go to a small restaurant, the whole crowd and the TV just comes around them like, "Oh, what do you think? What do you think about that? Where are you going? Where are you going?" Like they just want to have no one around them and do the thing.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. And Ishan in the chat, he confirms that as well. One of his friend is very famous. Well, oh yeah, parents are very famous. Yes, thank you. So yes, you're right, Ishan. Your friend is right that it's not, because a lot of, like what Jay explained, they get famous, and most of the time when they go in the public, then they try to hide themselves because they can't really have a normal life, right? It's the irony of life. They work so hard to get that, to become famous, right? But once they become famous, then they would like to hide it. Jay, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something, please? Okay.
No,
Prabhuji. Like some people who are rich, they all like mostly they think that they don't have any like privacy for themselves because all the social media and the people are after them asking about their personal things. So like rich people also never get a lot of privacy.
Fantastic. Right. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I better move forward because Ishan is getting the ideas there that you can surgically change your face. Of course, you can do that. Certainly, you can. but trust me, you wouldn't like to. Try to ask your friend Ishan. I think he might give some insights on it. But well, this is what Michael Jackson said. And I think somebody did guess the name correctly. I hope most of us know. He was a very popular, famous pop star. Then he said, I sleep like a child. After every 2 hours, I get up and cry. Now, if you anybody will follow his life so closely, you can say that he had troubles in his life, and he had almost everything anyone could try to get in terms of material success: name, fame, riches, fan followings. So a lot of time people are rich. For example, if you get birth in royal families, if your father is rich, you inherit all the money, but you got that money not just because of your own abilities, but because of where you've been born. But people like him, they have worked hard and got everything they could guess for, but still, why they can't even sleep? Which is one of those, remember we said even animals do that, and maybe animals do that much better than us. Well, we try to gather more material comfort. So what we are saying, even if you are famous, even if you got everything materially possible, which most of us seek for, if you think about it, why do we go to the office? Because we want money. What do we want money for? What do we do with that money? We try to gather material success. Isn't it crazy? And these people, they had it and they were not happy. So we got to think. However, we need to keep the material body going, because remember, the driver is the soul and the car is the material body. The soul will not able to travel from one place to another if the body is not there, if the car is not there. So we got to have the car. We need to take care of the car, but we should not engage ourselves so much that we forget the soul. Another example, very nice analogy, the prison. Well, we have discussed this before. So, right, okay, moving forward. How to achieve happiness. And now when we say happiness, this is what we are trying to get a bit spiritual. So whether you are rich or not, whether you got money or not, whether people know you or not, whether you are here or there or anywhere. Yes, please, Jay, would you like to add something?
Like the biggest way of achieving happiness is to have inner peace in yourself.
Fantastic. Yes. Now, Jay, you mentioned inner peace, but what do you think how we can achieve that inner peace?
Like being with the family, like sharing everything, and never having secrets, and like always being truthful. As we are truthful, we don't have a guilt to live. We are always free to speak, and we are even more confident when we are more happy and truthful.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jay. And just the way you have explained it so nicely, I would like to say and congratulate to your parents that your upbringing has been very nice. So thank you for that. And certainly the relationship between parents and children should be like that. But unfortunately, these days it's not. But of course, if you have that spiritual foundation, which looks like you do have, then yes, rather than happiness, you experience the bliss. And it's not the external sources, you get it from inside, you get it from the relations. But what do we get it? It's the source of happiness. So as long as we take care of the source of happiness, we will be happy. And now this is another verse, and I think, okay, this is a solution which
Prabhu,
yes, please.
Prabhu.
Krishna Chaitanya, yes,
And
please.
also, if your parents are doing anything important, and like you're like doing something, and they're talking something that you shouldn't be knowing, if you hear it, you shouldn't just tell it to your friends because it's private.
Very nice. Yes. Thank you, Krishna Chaitanya. So Krishna Chaitanya has given the other side of the story, that only share with your friends the good things about parents. But obviously everybody is material. So don't you go out and share all the secrets of the families with your family members. Great. Thank you. Yes, that's right. So it says, what's the method of this age? And at this point, we will have another quiz, but let me give you the answer, because this is going to be one of the question in the quiz. So what this says, now what this verse says, anybody knows what this verse says? All right, okay. I will give you the English of this verse, right? This verse is from the Shastras. So as per Vedic culture, we have 4 yugas. Okay, Krishna Chaitanya, please.
Nothing. I was just unmuting in case.
All right. Sure. So, well, I know Krishna Chaitanya remembers a lot of verses from Bhagavad Gita, so I thought you might have read that, because I know not only Bhagavad Gita, you remember many verses from Bhagavatam as well, because of your mom, who is very nice devotee and a Vaishnava.
Yeah.
All
I know. I've learned about in the Bhagavad Gita slokas. I've learned about like chapter 15 and about 7.
Haribo, very nice. Now, recently I've shared, thank you for reminding Krishna Chaitanya. Recently in the WhatsApp group, I've shared the shloka card and the verses for chapter 5. So 15.1, 15.2. If you would like, you can see, or you can see the card, what's written on it in English and in Sanskrit. And you can have the audio as well, and you can practice. So practice 15.1 verse one day, and then move on practicing the same day, and then add on 15.2. And this way, slowly, gradually, you will learn the whole chapter. And I have all the verses I can share with you. I did start sharing, but I think I have only shared few, but I can share rest of them as well. Okay, great. So what it says, so as per Vedic culture, we have 4 yugas, the time periods. Okay, so the one is, the very first one, Satyug. Then we had Treta, and then we had Dwapar. And then now, anybody remembers the name of this yuga we are in? All right, Jay, yes, please, go on.
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga, right, thank you. It says Kali. Anybody, okay, thank you, Kana. Now, anybody knows what the meaning of Kali is? Why is it called Kali Yuga?
Kali is a bud.
Sorry, Kali is?
A bud.
A bird.
Flower bud.
Kali.
It's a flower bud.
All right, Kali. All right. Thank you so much, Devika. Well, was it Devika or was it? Oh, okay.
It was Devika.
It was Devika. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Devika. It was very nice of you to remind all of us that Kali means bird, flower. But then I was thinking, because obviously I had something else in my mind, which is the correct answer. But thanks for reminding us. But it's Kali Yuga is not because of that Kali. Okay, somebody says black, Kana says black, and then Navneet says it is Kali in Shloka, it is a Kalua. All right, okay, yes. But what does it really means? Kali, okay, I'll give you the word. In English, it means, I'm thinking, I'm checking if somebody gonna say something. It means quarrel, the fighting. Yeah? Quarrel. Arun is correcting my pronunciation from the back. Quarrel. Yeah? Okay, Arun is laughing. Are they spelled different or shown differently or different words? No. Navneet, I'm going back to your message. It is Kali, but in Shloka it's a Kalya. No, it's just the way Sanskrit works. The word, there's a root word, but the root word changes when we add few things to it. So in English, the word will stay the same and we add the adjective, right? But sometimes, for example, we have fake, F-A-K-E. And then if you will change it into verb, faking, then the word will change. So something similar happens in Sanskrit, but in much more subtle way. So, but it is where you say Kali, K-A-L-I. But in the shloka, the way it has been used as per the Sanskrit grammar, the word could change. And that's why it says K-A-L-A-U. So Kali Yuga, Kali means quarrel, the fighting. In this yuga, everyone fights. And there's one more. This is the age of quarrel and Hypocrisy. Anybody knows what hypocrisy is? Hypocrisy. Okay, on 3. Okay, yes, please, Jay.
Does hypocrisy means saying something else and doing something totally different?
Fantastic. Thank you, Jay. Yes, that's what it means. Hypocrisy. So as per the Shastras, Kali Yuga is known for these two things. Quarrel, which is Kali. Kali is when Kala. Kala means fighting. When two people are fighting, it's called Kali, Kala. And hypocrisy. These two things are famous in Kali Yuga. But what's the solution? The solution is the chanting. And that's what this verse is saying. That in Kali Yuga, there is only one solution, which is chanting. And then we have the Maha Mantra given, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, on that note, okay, there is actually. Yes.
What's hypocrisy?
Okay, was it Adi who asked that what is hypocrisy?
It was Devika.
Devika, sorry, yes, yeah. So Devika, hypocrisy is when you say something and you do something else. So people will come and say, Devika, you sing very nicely. You sing so beautifully. And at the back, they will say, tell you what, I can't stand her. Oh, and Devesh might have said a few times to you, because brothers do these things. I know because I have Aryan and Shivani with me. But this is what hypocrisy is. On the face, you will say something else, but at the back, you will say something else. You can't have trust on someone, right? Because people are hypocrite. It's not only people will say on your face, if somebody doesn't like you and say, I don't like your singing. Somebody said to me once, tell you what, somebody said, you were great, but please never sing again. I said, all right, okay. But well, that didn't stop me singing though. But that was good because somebody said it on my face, right? And that's how we should be, even though we should respect the sentiments, emotions, right? Because the person knew me well, so person could say it, and person knows that I accept the honest feedback. But most of the people, they are not honest. So opposite of honesty is hypocrisy. Thank you, Devika. Because if you had that doubt, there could be someone else who had the doubt. So when we ask the doubt, we ask doubts on behalf of everyone. So thank you so much, Devika. Really like the fact that you guys asked it. Okay, so now is the time for the poll. And this could be the last one. Let's see, I'm going to click on the button, which I have. You should see that on your screen now. I will go quiet so you can read nicely. So somebody, okay, now we got 2. Somebody had done it again very quick. And even though we always respect everybody to be humble, but would you like to let me know who does it fast, so fast? So 3 people have submitted now. Of course, the thing in the way. Really, Krishan Chaitanya. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It really means that you got a grip of it. Fantastic. How is Govinda doing?
Good.
Good, great. It will be good to hear him sometimes. So for everyone else's benefit, Krish Chaitanya is a very nice devotee, and he got a younger brother whose name is Govinda.
Not submit.
No, it's not submitting, Navneet?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got 7 out of all. and I can see some are confusing. Ooh, maybe because I didn't, yeah, I was supposed to give you the answers. I didn't give you the answers. Did I? I'm reading this quiz I made a couple of weeks back. We were supposed to do it. Well, I thought we will do it last week, which we didn't. For example, we have started, well, actually Arlen started the next quiz. I don't know whether that quiz, oh, this quiz is actually a bit bigger. There's 7 questions there. But most of you have done it. Okay, right. So last time I did cut off and Adi was there, which I don't want to do it again. So while others are doing it, any questions? Because we are coming to the end now. This is what we have done. Out of 6, we have completed 1 section now, where we understood the material and spiritual, and then we will move to even much more exciting bit, which is about God. Is there a God, or we have just made it up, like a lot of people say? So we will think of that. Ooh, we would like to be open-minded. But any questions anyone has on anything related to Krishna consciousness?
So what do you mean by what did we do in like Satyog and that type of thing?
All right, okay. Thank you, Devika. You're so nice. And this is what I was saying. It's actually my bad. I should have told you. I was actually meant to give you the answers before releasing the quiz, but I didn't remember because I made it a couple of, all right, okay. Because I made it a couple of days, a couple of weeks back. So thank you, Jay. I understand you would like to sing a bhajan, which is even very, very nice considering you are in India and it's very late. But let me just explain this, all the yugas and what's supposed to be done, and then we will get to it.
Okay.
Right. But what I will request, so I will give you the answers, and Devika, I will reply to your question. But before that, I would like to end the poll, because then we will be able to see and we will discuss the results. Are we all good? Shall we close the poll? Shall we do it now? Maybe on 3. Adi, I'm going to close the poll. Is that okay? All right, okay. Adi is not saying anything. I hope it's okay. So I will close it on 3.
I did it.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Adi. 1, 2, and 3. Even if you haven't managed to do it, that's okay. We are going to discuss the results now, and then we will take Devika's question as well as part of sharing the results. Okay, so results are shared. What are the real problems? The problems are which are common to all. No one wants it. No one can avoid it. The correct answer is all the above. If you remember, there was one slide where we said it's common to all. No one wants it, and no one can avoid it. Then what? Sorry, who said it?
I sent you a message. I sent you a message.
You did. Adi, I haven't received your message.
I sent it to somebody else.
You did. Okay, all right. No worries. No worries. Okay. So what are the?
Hare Krishna, Mara Mantra.
All right, sure. Let us discuss the results and then we will do it. Okay. Thank you, Adi. So what are the real problems? Body, 100%, fantastic. What are the 3 miseries? Okay, all the above. One's body, other living beings, so Adhyatmic, other living beings, Adi Bhautik, natural disasters, that's Adi Devik, so all the above. What was the dharma in Satyuga? Okay, this is the question, and I think the last, all the 4 questions are based on this. Yes. So what was this? Devika, your questions, and I'm sure many others, as you can see, like more than 25% got this wrong. Now what it is, for each yuga, like I mentioned, there was a Satyuga, there was a Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and now currently we are in Kali Yuga. Each yuga had its own way of achieving liberation, achieving absolute truth, getting spiritual. So what is meant to be done? It's like if you are in India and if you will get headache, then you will go to the chemist. There's one type of medicine which most of the people take it there, and you will go there. Most of the time you're going to get that. In America, it's something else. Similar headache, you will go there. Similar disease, you will go there, and they will give you something else, because based on the country you have different treatment. Similar thing, if you understand, different times it's different. Like 100 years back, if somebody wanted entertainment, then TV was not there, the internet was not there, then they used to go out and play in the park. We still do it, but most of the time people spend time on TV. So it's a different type of lifestyle. So what used to happen in Satyug, what was the best thing people used to do? It was meditation. People used to do meditation most of the time, and that was supposed to be done. And many others, they did it. So what was the dharma in Treta? And that was the time when, okay, somebody said sacrifice. Yes, so that's correct actually, 64% sacrifice. People used to do yajna, fire sacrifice. And that was the time people in Treta Yuga, and this is the time of Lord Rama. People didn't have enough patience to do meditation, but they used to do fire sacrifices. That used to be the way to be spiritual. Then the third one, Dwapar. This is the time of Krishna. Then people didn't have enough money to do or let's say not only money, the pious activities. What is pious? Because when you do the fire sacrifice, you need to remember the Sanskrit verses. People didn't have all that purity. And people didn't have obviously meditation, they had lost all that patience anyways. So patience were lost, the piety, the pious things were lost. They could not do yajna, fire yajna in Sanskrit. So what they used to do, they used to donate. Like that's the easiest thing to do. You have money, you just give the money to the temple. That's what people used to do during Dwapar Yuga. And I just said donation, but there were many other things along with it. Charity, Navneet said charity. Yes, yeah. That's right. There are a few more. I'm just giving you the famous word out of it, or the very easiest one. So now the last one, what was the dharma of Kali Yuga? And yes, you can do meditation, but how long you would able to do it? Sacrifices, our Sanskrit pronunciation is not good enough. Donation, even if we do the donation, our heart is not pure. A lot of time we do the donation and we will tell others. We tell others that I always do that. Oh, whenever I get the money, I always give my 5%, 10% or 50 quid or 100 quid there. Right? That's what people say. But chanting the holy name is supposed to be the dharma, the main thing to be done in Kali Yuga. So I was meant to share this. So as I said, my apologies, my bad. Okay, I got all correct. Thank you, Jay, and thank you, Shivani. Great, fantastic. I'm going to close okay, dharma alliterates with the yuga. Yes, thank you, Navneet. That's right. So which yuga you are in, the dharma will change. Now we are coming to the end now. We have actually reached there. So there are two requests. Adi would like to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All right, and Jay would like to do the bhajan. But before we will get there, I know the time is there. Feel free. We always request the time from 5 to 6. So it's 6 o'clock here in UK. So anybody who would like to leave, feel free to do that. However, if you'd like to stay just for a few more minutes, then we're going to take these special requests. But before we'll get there, any questions on anything we have discussed so far today? Or maybe
No.
No? Okay. Thank you, Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, great. Krishna Chaitanya said for everyone's behalf. Fantastic. All right. So Adi, if you will hold on, because we would like to finish with the chanting Maha Mantra, but we will go to Jay, and because Jay asked before you as well, I hope you won't mind. We will go to Jay. Yes, Adi? Yes, thank you, Adi. Adi is very kind. So yes, please, Jay, over to you. You would like to sing up?
Shall I start?
Please, go on. I will put myself on mute.
Hare Krishna, I'm not able to hear anything.
Yes, I think Jay is muted.
Yeah, Jay's on mute.
Jay, you are on mute, and could be me because maybe I was muting someone else. Did I unmute you?
You can unmute because you're the host.
Oh, thank you, Shivani. I have actually requested.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, please go on.
Okay. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं मीरा के जैसे तुम बुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं माया शोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Jai. That was
You did it really nicely.
yes. Thank
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Here we go. Kind-hearted devotees, full of appreciation. Thank you, Jay. We really enjoyed it, and you reminded us the time. Thank you, Adi. Fantastic.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I was about to say, you reminded us the time.
This is Devika. Could you please record what you just sang?
All
This
right.
is a request for Jay. Could you just record what you just sang and send it?
Definitely. Yes, Devika, we have this session recorded, and I will share the link with you. Then you can have that there. And if you like the bhajan, we can also.
We're still recording. Could we just get what we sang?
Prabhuji,
Yes, please, Jai.
where you post the recordings, can you please give us the link
Sure.
in the chat?
Yes, yeah. I will let you know. Thank you.
Recording.
Okay.
Prabhu,
Will this
Yes.
song be there?
Yes, please. All right. Sorry.
can I go?
Okay. Yes, please, Chaitanya. We are finished. We just waiting for Adi to do the chanting. But yes, feel free to go. I know it's late. It's nearly the bedtime. Thank you, Krishna Chaitanya. We'll see you next Sunday, 5 p.m. Thank you.
Prabhuji, this is
Hare
Devi.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Recording. Hare Krishna.
Sorry. Okay. Adi, I'm going to put you. Wait, Adi. I'm going to put you on mute. Devika, go on. You were saying something. Please.
In the recording, will the song also be there?
In the recording, the song will also be there. Yes.
Thanks.
All right. I will share that with you. Okay, great. Thank you. Adi, now it's your turn. I'm requesting you to unmute yourself. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Adi. Thank you so much. Adi is so good. And thank you, Jay. You reminded us the time when Tanmay sang the same song for us, which was brilliant. And I think it's really good. We always do. There was a time we used to do the chanting before and after the session. Maybe we will resume back to that. So great. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. And we look forward to see you. Hare Krishna. Jai. Hare Hare Krishna Piyu. Hare Krishna Tanmay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna Navneet. Bye. Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki
Hello?
jai.